Hi everyone, it's a return to this format with the open broadcast software. I've not done this for ages now, and it's the only way I can really do it because this video, and to a lesser extent the article, is not on YouTube, so I can't comment on it doing the usual reply video. So this is how we're going to do it. We're going to do it kind of Vindicator style, I guess, V style. And this is another Felicia Day article. And another video about her as well. It's been a while, maybe about a month. Say about a month since I've done the last video about her. So, I think it's time to start Felicia Day on taking a stand against hate groups. Felicia Day, the rabbit in the headlights of social justice. But first, before we get into the video, let's just read the article and get a taster of what is about to happen here. And first, I would just like to have a look at Todd Kenrick. I create videos about games, movies and nerd culture. Of course you do, yeah. Yeah, I mean, you're such a nerd, you're such a gamer and a movie geek, you know, like, oh, yeah, you're one of us, aren't you? Yeah, you know, you're releasing fucking propaganda like this. But, you know, I mean, each to their own. And then let's read this article. Oh, for fuck's sake, look who it is. Will Wheaton! And his bumfluff beard. Yeah, I know. I've got a bumfluff beard too. But at least I'm only 21. This guy's what, 35, 40? How old is he? Anyway, let's continue. Let's read the article. After being targeted during Gamergate's controversy. No, she was not targeted by Gamergate. What happened was, she told a story about two guys who walked past her in the street, didn't even know who she was, didn't even, you know, acknowledge her existence. She got scared and walked across the other side of the road to get away from these guys because they were wearing t-shirts related to gaming. This is a woman who likes to call herself the Queen of the Geeks and is a gamer, yet is scared of two guys who are gamers because of a Gamergate, which is actually pro-consumer, pro-woman, pro-everything you can possibly imagine that isn't social justice and anything crazy like that. Oh, because of that, she got all paranoid and had to, you know, remove herself from these guys' presence because she thought they were going to hurt her. She was not a target. That is immediately a lie. Felicia Day says the majority of the gaming community is positive and open to diversity. Oh, what's changed, Felicia? What the fuck has changed? The actor, author and gamer speaks with Forbes contributor Todd Kenrick in the 5th of a 7-part series. Oh, fucking brilliant. There's fucking 7 of them. Excellent. Well, let's watch this video then, people.
When a lot of bad things were happening about a year ago, it was very difficult for me to still feel positive about the gaming community because I didn't understand. When a lot of bad things were happening about a year ago, it was very difficult for me to. When a lot of bad things were happening about a year ago.
Look at her face, like, She always looks like that frightened, scared rabbit. I mean, honestly, she's looking more and more like a rabbit as the months go by. Look at that face. Is she just trying to make herself look like a victim, or is she just constantly like a deer in the headlights? It's just, ugh, it annoys me. Let's continue.
It was very difficult for me to still feel positive about the gaming community because I didn't understand what was happening. Like this, my friends didn't act like this. My friends didn't do harassment or bullying or send death threats or rape.
And here we go, immediately straight out of the block we come in with the harassment and the threats and the hate that Gamergate apparently did, but we never did. You know, they've never once managed to pin it on us. It's always been third-party trolls, yet they just can't stop, you know, pushing this narrative. They can't stop pushing it. It's been a year, and this guy's, you know, oh, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Oh, my friends don't act like this. The community's better than this, you know. All the harassment and the threats. I mean, the only people threatening anyone was trolls and the press. It wasn't Gamergate who said the fucking gamers are dead and the gaming press is dead. No, the gaming press are the ones telling us that gamers were dead. Who are the hateful and threatening ones now? But, you know, forget about the facts. This is a fucking narrative we've got to push.
Threats and and reveal people's personal addresses. And this was really upsetting to me because this is not the world I thought I was a part of.
You were never a part of it to begin with. You guys are snakes. You are parasites. You are a tapeworm who is not wanted. You drop into our stomach and you leech off us. You make us weak. That's what you are. You were never a nerd. You were never a part of the community. Since when? If you was a part of this whole community, why are you attacking us with this fucking propaganda? With this anti-gamer, anti-nerd bullshit? And you call yourself one of us? No, you're not. Neither of you are. You're snake oil merchants.
How do you reconcile that? Like, do you just feel that this is a vocal minority and that really they're like predominantly gaming culture and nerd culture is very positive? Is that what you find? Because you've been on way more book tours and way more conventions than I have. So what has your take been like a year later?
And there we go. It's all about the book tours, people. This is all it is. They just want to make that money. Just pointing it out there. And vocal minority, we are the majority. I'm sorry to say, most people may be neutral, but I know for a fact that they are sick of people like you. Constantly giving gaming a bad name, constantly throwing us to the wolves and saying shit about us that isn't true. I'm absolutely positive of that. Absolutely positive. They may not be gamergaters, but that doesn't mean that they do not believe in what we believe. How can you say that for sure? Let's continue, people.
I mean, I think that in my book I taught, it's funny because the last chapter is about a certain incident that happened to me a year ago, and I was by no means the worst impacted, but...
I know I don't mean to pause it so soon, but Jesus Christ, she's almost as incoherent as I am. Like, well, it was about a year, it's like the narrative is forming in their head right now. Like, they make it up as they go along, don't they? Like, oh, this thing that happened to me a year ago, she's making Gamergate all about her. Where have we seen this before, people? I don't know. I'm feeling a bit of deja vu. I hope that's not my epilepsy flaring up again.
But I was caught up in it because I wanted to stand up and say, as someone who loves gaming and has been a proponent of gaming as a community and bonding activity and enriching, this is not acceptable. And you're right, it is not mainstream. This is
Oh, holy shit, really? 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 Are we going there? The only reason you told that story was to make everyone feel sorry for you so they could buy your books and buy your fucking TV shows. That's why. You don't give a shit about gamers. You don't give a shit about the people. You only care about the money in their wallets and purses. That's all you care about. You're a shackle wanter. That's what you are. I was trying to think of an alliteration just then, but I couldn't. You're after the shekels. You're not after the love of the gamers. You're not... You really... You see, all these people have to talk about their gaming cred and their nerd cred, when real nerds and real gamers don't need to talk about that shit whatsoever. They just play the shit, and they talk about the shit. They don't talk about themselves. They talk about the stuff they like. This is the difference between an actual member of the community and these fucking snakes. She's literally all she did was see two guys in the Halo and COD t-shirts and freaked out and walked across the other street. She's basically the Rebecca Watson, nearly said Emma Watson there, of nerds. This is her elevator gate. That is her elevator gate moment. In the real world, it would have just been, oh, crazy person is paranoid. Get over yourself. But no, because it's Felicia Day and she's a self-titled queen of nerds and geeks, whatever the fuck she called herself, and then, politely becomes humble when she's told that by another person, like, oh no. Yeah, it's on her advertisements. That all of a sudden she's doing it to take a stand against hate groups. Gamergate is not a hate group. We are not a hate group. We do not hate. women. We do not hate minorities. I am a minority. In many ways, I have not only got Asperger's, but I also am part Indian from the Caribbean. And I take offence at people calling Gamergate a hate group. Especially since they just ignore not your shield as if it doesn't exist. You know, funny how we're supposed to, you know, acknowledge minorities' ancestries and the way they look, when really we shouldn't really bother about the way people look. It's about their actions, isn't it? We should acknowledge all these things about people like me and other people, yet they constantly ignore Not Your Shield and call them sock puppets. Well, let's continue.
People, and it was kind of a perfect vortex of several groups of a divergent but equally knit together and feeling strong because of it. And really, I think out of that, you know, having industry leaders and everyone speak up and say that this is not acceptable, this is not what gaming is, because it isn't. Gaming is a wonderful, enriching hobby.
All of them are on our side. What do you mean, industry leaders? Do you mean people like Leigh Alexander, Stephen Totillo, etc.? All of them? Where are they now, I hear? Oh, Leigh Alexander is currently in a wine stupor over her failing Oddworld business venture. Stephen Totillo may still be at Kotaku, but his reputation is fucking finished. These are the industry leaders she talks about. Oh, and let's not forget our Lassen saviour, fucking Nita Sarkeesian, you know, who's an industry leader, even though she's never made a game. She's never once had a positive, constructive thing to do with the industry. And don't forget, she's probably also referring to the likes of Brianna Wu and Zoe Quinn, who've had one game each and have done nothing else. They've not broken any ground other than how to make even more money as a victim. She's talking out of her ass. So, I mean, what is she even on about? Vortex. Yeah, Gamergate was a vortex of different people standing up against the people who were oppressing us. We were the ones being oppressed. We were the ones who were told we were self-entitled and bitchy nerds and wailing hyper-consumers over disliking certain industry practices and what the fucking press does. And apparently we're the hate group. Sorry about that, just had to take a cup of tea. Let's continue.
And while, you know, just like on the street, you may have some pushback about your, people who are diverse and might, you know, shake up the paradigm a little bit.
You see, people who are diverse, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. What do you mean, people who are diverse? People aren't diverse. People are people. Groups of people are diverse, but not individuals. I guess you could argue I am made up of a diverse set of ancestries and genes, etc. But that's not what she's talking about. She's talking about minorities. Why don't you just flat out say minorities and LGBT rather than diverse people? Diverse people doesn't make a whole lot of sense, that, does it, Felicia? And shaking up a paradigm, what are you talking about? Oh, you're talking about the white nerds, you know, who just happen to be the majority because they live in a majority white country. That paradigm of majority white, but also with everybody else, like me and other people, has always been that way for 30 years. There's not a lot you can do in a country that is mostly white. It's going to reflect the country, the culture, isn't it? The subculture. Mostly white, with 13% black. This is America, of course. 13% black, several percent Asian, blah, 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 blah. There's nothing wrong with that. There is no paradigm shift here. This has always been the case. These people have not come in like 10 years ago and all of a sudden the white people are like, oh my god, go away, this is our space. No, they've always been there since the very beginning. This is a whole lot of bullshit and historical revisionism that doesn't even make sense. Historical revisionism is only considered useful and correct when you've got actual facts to back up your arguments. And of course they don't. They talk out of their ass and they have no facts to speak of, because these people weren't nerds 10 years ago. They became nerds to get all the attention and money 10 years ago, and now suddenly the whole of gaming industry history happened within that time space. Never mind the fact that, you know, we had women creating fantastic and beautiful games in the 80s and the 70s and the 90s, well before people like Felicia Day became the queen of gamers and nerds. Well before her. Bullshit.
extremely inclusive and embracing of awesome, new.
What the fuck? Inclusivity? Already was like that. Already was like that. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't. Fuck off, Felicia.
New people. So, to me, I'm disappointed that has been a brush to paint the whole gaming industry, because that's not what I think of gaming. And to me,
yes, it does. Yes, you do think like that. Don't backpedal on us, Felicia. Don't backpedal at all. You think that gaming is a load of white people trying to stop other people like me and you and coming in. That's exactly what you think. You think it is like that. You think it is an exclusive old boys club. That's exactly what you think. No amount of bullshit backpedaling and narrative spin can make you look nice. See, this is the new argument. They've realised now that we can't go around actually being prejudiced and hateful towards nerds and gamers, because Gamergate can just use it against us. So we try and be nice while secretly, being subtle and putting our hate through it that way. It's kind of like I said before, it's the Pope. He, on the surface, says that he is all for gay rights, but he actually isn't, because if you read between the lines, he says they're going to burn in hell. Because all he does is just reinforce the Catholic doctrine, which is they can do what they want. I myself cannot judge, but God is going to judge and send them to hell. You see, it's the exact same thing. This is what they're doing to stay relevant. Don't fall for it, people.
If we can just join hands and be stronger and be as proactively positive as that small minority of people are proactively negative, we could set an example for this growing hobby that really is hugely all-encompassing now. I mean, I just saw a study today that said a majority of gamers now are women.
Oh my fucking god. She's just... For what study? I've not seen a study that says that. And I want to know, what is this a study that's kind of, I don't know, feminist, and is it intersectional, is it social justice, and it manipulates the statistics to make it look like they are when actually they are not? Because that's bullshit. I know for a fact that it's 50-50 at the very most, and in some areas, a lot of areas, it's mostly men. Let's just take a look at my gaming community that I was part of. Well, society, not community. Mostly men. It just was. It was mostly men. But overall, the gaming community is 50-50. Obviously. That's a load of bullshit. What study? You never name this study, do you? We don't see it in the article. Oh, let's have a look. Oh, nothing. Nothing at all. Right. And also, we've got to be proactively positive to end this proactive negativity from Gamergate. Right. See, notice how it's only Todd that actually names us, but not her, because, she's got a little persona to keep up. God. We're not the ones who are negative. We're the ones who are being positive and actually getting things done. We're the ones who are trying to make gamers and nerds cultures actually look good to the mainstream. We're the ones who are actually trying to end the stereotypes that you peddle. You can all criticise Jack Thompson for being the right-wing knobhead that he was, and who painted us all in a bad brush and tried to talk crap about us, and he wrote propaganda about us, about how we're all committing violence and our games are horrible and they cause violence, etc. You are no different. You're doing the exact same thing, but you're all in denial, or you just won't admit it.
Women, and yes, that's different kinds of games than traditionally thought of as gaming, but it's gaming nonetheless.
No, it's not. No, it's not. You see here, spin. It's spin. She's talking about casual games and mobile games. So, I like what on one of Louis Laveau's videos, where I don't know if it was her or somebody else, saying that the businesswoman on the tram or the train with a mobile phone out playing, I don't know, Fruit Ninja is a gamer. That could be the only game she ever plays, is just doing it to pass the time between home and work. That's not a gamer. That's just someone who is playing a game. but she's not a gamer. Because you don't know whether or not she plays at home or not, do you? And it's the same for a man. It could have been a businessman. And that's probably the only thing he plays just to pass the time. It's not a passion. You see here, she's like, it may be this, but really, you know, they're games, they're gamers. No, they're not. No. No, it doesn't. Playing a game make a gamer not.
And to stomp out somebody's enthusiasm for something that I love based on their appearance is, it's unacceptable.
That's funny because exactly what you do. That's exactly the argument that I heard non-stop for 12 fucking months. Oh, these white, male, straight, cis nerds are stopping women and minorities from getting into the culture and changing everything because they want it to keep it the way it is. This old man white club. It's horrible. These people are nasty. We must stop them. That's all I heard non-stop for 12 months. Stop being such a fucking hypocrite, Felicia.
And I think the more people who say, I'm sorry, that's unacceptable and you're wrong, the better off we all will be gaming together.
Right, sure. Yeah, gaming together. We're all big, happy family, aren't we? Yeah. Do you want me to push daisies into your hair?
How would you talk to someone who is like the most vicious or negative? Like, just like to remind them that, you know, we are people. There's a polite way to disagree, and I feel like sometimes...
You see, viciously negative. Basically, this is a polite and, I don't know, diplomatic way of saying, oh, these misogynistic bastards, what are you going to say to them? What are you going to say to these racists? What are you going to say to these honkies? You know, that's what they're actually trying to say. Look at his face as well.
We've lost that. On the internet is the proper way to just talk to each other. Even if you vehemently disagree with each other, it doesn't mean you have to be vehement.
This is the internet. It has never ever been all pushing daisy chains and peace and love. It's always been top keck, trolling, arena where if you show any slight amount of weakness or retardation, you will be caught out upon it and you will be mercilessly put down, and that goes for men and women. Everyone gets it. I've had it, they've probably had it, but you see, these people have only been in this community for about 10 years at the most, so, you know, this is all new to them. Or they're just trying to push a narrative to say that the internet is a nice lovey-dovey place, or it should be a nice lovey-dovey white middle-class place, and not a white working class place that's just boisterous and horrible, and we must police them, we must change them and mold them into our own image. We must gentrify the internet. That's exactly what they're doing. This is what they've been trying to do for gaming for ages. They've done it to 4chan, but they're not going to do it to us. These people are the establishment, and the establishment has to make things in its image to control it, and they're finding it difficult with us. That might sound a bit tinfoil hat-ish, but seriously, just look up class warfare. This is very similar to that, I find.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think disagreeing with respect is super important in anything. I mean, our politics...
Leigh Alexander did not disagree with respect. Brianna Wu did not disagree with respect. These people blocked us, and en masse with block bots. They attacked us, they doxed us, and apparently you lot disagree with respect. We don't get a chance to disagree with respect with you lot because we cannot even get into a fucking debate with you to do so, because you do not want to talk to us. All it is all you do is preach to the choir and some neutrals and say, oh, this is how it is, but you never once have the other voice. It's just what you are telling the other people what the voice is. That's what I've noticed. And that's not on. That is a lot of bullshit.
Is an example of people who are intractable, and therefore nothing gets done because there's no common ground to work towards. And I think...
Because you don't talk to us. Because you do not debate us. You hide in your echo chambers, and you keep spurning out this old narrative bullshit, shaming us and attacking us for being gamers and disagreeing with you. And yet you have the cheek to say that we can't find common ground and we can't disagree respectfully. God.
We all love gaming, and if...
You don't love gaming, you love the money. Just admit that, okay? Please. For the love of all that is gaming and holy, for the love of Kojima, please, just for once be honest with us and just admit you want the money. I would respect you so much more, Felicia.
If you have issues with gaming or people putting forth their own opinion, put forth your opinion in a rational, thought-out way.
Right, okay, whatever. I don't smell the hypocrisy either. Do you guys? I don't. Fuck.
And don't think that someone is condemning your whole being because they're critiquing something about something you love.
God, the projection is absolutely incredible. You do nothing but that. You do nothing but attack us for these things. But never mind, you know, I'm just a shitlord on the internet. Never mind me with 140 subs. Love you guys, by the way.
It really is that defensiveness, as well as just certain pockets of culture that deem a kind of behavior appropriate. I mean, really, we want to fit in. And if you're in a group where fitting in means you trash talk people or hate on people because they're of their sex or sexuality or race, like...
Trash talk is not a bad thing. It's called banter. It's about forming friendships through humour. And no, I can't think of a single community that hates on anyone. I know the gaming community doesn't hate on other people, apart from, you know, you lot, because, you know, you attacked us over, you know, something that could have been over with if the five guys had been sacked. But never mind. Never mind, Felicia. Never mind.
That's your norm. And I think that's kind of the darker side of the internet that allows people to feel like they belong amongst those pockets. And all we can do is just be much louder and say, hey, there's a better way to be. Over here, we're actually having a lot more fun.
Yeah, you're having a lot of fun, aren't you? Yeah, I'm sure being a Tumblrette is a lot of fun. You know, rather than someone who is unhinged and free and just basically saying what they want to say and not having to, you know, conform to, you know, oh, take your pick, whatever the fucking bullshit they do, you know, checking privilege constantly. Oh, God, honestly.
And there's a little bit of irony because so many of us were picked on growing up.
And
to do that
yeah.
to other people is kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh, shaming us, you know, we used to all be bullied, and now you're doing the bullying. You hypocrites, you shameful bullies. You see, that's funny because wasn't it Sam Biddle, your friend, who said bring back bullying? Nerds need to be bullied and shamed. That's so funny because I don't remember him being part of Gamergate. I remember him being part of Gawker. Oh, isn't that funny, people?
But I think, you know, if you have... we're all emotional people.
Yeah.
And if you're feeling a negative emotion and leading with a negative emotion, you're probably unhappy and you have issues that you need to take care of. If you're
No, we're angry and we have an issue with you lot shaming us, attacking us, being unethical, promoting this bullshit political ideology where it is not needed, trying to censor games, change games to suit you, what you want, not what the people want. But never mind, you know, we're just sad, angry, you know, shitlords who should be, you know, ashamed of themselves for being bullied by social justice warriors, privileged white social justice warriors with an agenda, and who just hate us for whatever reason. You know, never mind, we're the bullies. We're the bullies, we're the emotional ones. Okay, whatever.
feeling so disenfranchised by one person speaking up that differs from your opinion, I think, you know, maybe there's a way for you to be happier,
Right.
ultimately.
I will be really happy if you just get if you just, you know, fucked off. You know what? I don't mean to sound as if all women should go away. No, I mean Felicia Day, because she is making gaming look worse with her agenda pushing and her drivel and her Will Wheaton loving. You know, I'm sick of it. I am sick of these people. And it's over. And I'm fucking sick of these people twisting and spinning their narrative, attacking gamers, attacking people. They are attacking individuals who have owed their life to gaming. Some people would not be around if it weren't for gaming. Not for these people. These people always make it about themselves rather than, you know, the medium actually helping people. These people do nothing but spread toxicity wherever they go, and I'm sick of it. And I could go on a rant, but I'm not. I'm going to end it right here. This has been CharmingMan93, like and share the video, subscribe to my channel, and until next time, I will see you all later.